Good morning, namaste, everybody who is, excuse me, tuning into this or watching this at a later date than the live Zoom class, which is what you're about to see. A little introduction of what's going to happen today. So we'll be doing, obviously, the live Zoom class. We'll let everybody in the room. So if you're not live with us, we're going to be saying hello to everybody. And then we're going through a yoga sequence looking at finding our bliss. We're going back to the eagle and the albatross metaphors. Don't ask me where eagle and albatross come from. Somewhere, it must have been something I've read or someone said to me at some time, because I am merely but a palette of information. However, I'm also at the end of this, introduce you to the detox I'm about to do. So if you want to keep tuned at the end, and listen on in, then feel free to do so. If not, just snip, cut, stop, and your job is done. So it'll be after Shavasana. There'll be a bit of an extended version, okay? Let's go and let the people in the room. Checking. I've got a new microphone today as well, just for let everyone else in. Yeah, I've got a new microphone. Oh, so exciting. It's a Rode, it's marvellous. It looks a bit iffy phallic though, just saying. When I got it out of the box, it looked a little bit suspicious. So let's let the peeps in the room. I'll be down here, by the way. Hello. Admit. Oh. There we go. Here's we go. The little boxes of joy. Little boxes of joy. Little boxes of joy. Oh, I always get so joyous when I see everybody turn up. Oh, I do like Dead Day's glasses, they're nice. Oh, she could tell me what to do with those on. Oh, I say. Jessie, lovely bit of boob action to start us off with, marvellous. Annie, hi Annie, how are you? I'm down here, by the way, everyone. I've just done this one down here, and I'll be up there in a moment, filling this space. Okay, everyone, while you're all, I'll go over here. Now, I am hoping that as you all log on, I have a new microphone. Buy a new piece of equipment. I couldn't have bought them without you guys all chipping on in. So you guys have bought this. So you have inadvertently improve the service you've got. I've got a directional microphone. Some of you may or may not know, in one of my many previous incarnations, I worked in film and TV in London for quite a few years. I think it was been about 4 years I was in film and TV, and I was a trainee camera op. So putting all of this together has been pretty interesting because I wanted to create perfection. That was never going to happen. However, getting myself some new bits of kit is lovely. I'll have a camera bag soon. I remember those days. Oh, little press pass. So I hope you can hear the difference. So give me a thumbs up if you can hear the difference at all. Does it sound a bit clearer to you today? Yeah? Before, I've been having to really project my voice. So when I've been speaking like this while I've been doing, which is what I normally have to do in a room full of people. But today I've got to mind myself to keep my voice a little bit more restful and calm today. Because I've got a directional mic. It's hung on to my tripod with an old pair of tights at the moment. So it's a little bit make do. It's my mic's got a little bit of a droop in it. Yeah, it's got a bit of bruised droop. If you could see it, you'd laugh. It's an old pair of tights. I bound it round, but hey, these times I'll make and do. So I want to welcome you all back. Thanks for being here with me, as always. So today we're going to continue with finding our bliss. Are we albatross or are we eagle? Somebody else just, that's Linda. Linda's coming into the room. Hi, Rachel. Hi, honey. Nice stripy shirt. Looking good. You all look marvellous today. You're looking good. Very nice. I do deal with good-looking people. Hi, Michelle. Michelle's getting on in nice and easy now, which is good, So to tell you what's going to happen today, we're going to do our yoga sequence, our breathing, pranayama, we'll do some movement. We'll look at opening up the upper back. So a reverse heart center opening today. What do I mean by that? When we do heart opening, we often think about just expanding the front of us. Today, I'd like us to release the lower back to make space in the front. So working on the opposite, rather than that stretching open the heart, it's about releasing that upper back, so when we do open out, we get a better, bigger, widescreen feeling in our heart centre. At the end of the class as well, if you want to stay tuned in, I'm going to introduce you to the detox kit that I'm doing. I'm starting the first day of the month detox. Whether I finish that detox doesn't matter. It's a day-by-day situation. It's a month, okay? So last night I drank a whole bottle of wine and ate a pizza. All right, shoot me. It had blue cheese on it. Wild woman, didn't go vegan. So it was enjoyable. I fell asleep and feel grotty today. So if you want to stand at the end, I'll talk you through what I'm doing. And it will eventually be a course on hazelbaldwin.com of how to detox. So there we go. But with no further ado, let us begin with our breathing practice today. Sit nice and tall in your spine. Find the cross-legged version that suits you. Going with this hero's journey and with this idea of looking to find our bliss, looking to find what works for us. Again, as we spoke about yesterday, if we practice whatever it is we want to achieve off the mat, we practice it on the mat, we're in good stead, aren't we? We're ahead of the game. We're forward thinking. We put some practice in. So that's the name of the game today. Find that rooted feeling, find that seating so you can reverberate upwards. Remember, we have our heart centre for that reason, it being at the centre. So everything below is settling to the earth. Everything above is light and free and nice and movable. Place the hands where it feels comfortable for you. If you sit them into the lap here, a nice effect for some people is first finger and thumb together, and that can relax, but it's still active. This sitting position isn't about dozing off to sleep. You always got first finger and thumb together into chin mudra. You can wrap the finger and place onto back, or place the hands down on the knees. I often find myself meditating like this rather than sitting in full meditation. But whichever way, that gives you the nice tall spine. Today we're just going to work on big breath. So inhaling, exhale slowly through the nose. Inhale nose. Fill the lungs till they're happily full. And exhale. Release the breath. Inhale big. Hold. Exhale all the way down. As you continue to take these big breaths, I'd like you to take your thought, your awareness, your motion into the full length of the spine, from the base of you as you inhale, coming all the way up to the top of the crown. And as you exhale, it's flooding all the way down to the base, to the root of you. And find that feeling over to yourself, taking the biggest, most luxurious, lengthy breath you can, without it being strain or push. So finding length all the way up the front of the spine, and exhaling all the way back down to the root of you. Some people even like to think of inhaling in front of them, and the exhale working all the way down the back of them. That's a nice added extra, so you're making a loop. Inhaling all the way up the front line of the body, and exhaling all the way down the back. Full big breath. I'll join you for 3 myself. On your next inhale, take the fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, take the hands behind you. If you've got a block or a blanket underneath, time to move that to the side. Reach the hands back, palms on the floor if you wish, or stay high on the fingertips, depending on your shoulders. Sit the buttocks nicely rooted into the earth. Sometimes we'll lift the hips. Today we're not going to. So depending on how tight the traps and the shoulders are. Guess who's late? Turn me up, guys. Guess who? It's Carrie. You better let Carrie in. She's in. Normally Carrie would dance into the yoga studio across all the mats, but she can't. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the heart, but keep the hips on the floor. And then exhale, just bring the gaze down to the earth. This is quite subtle, really. Press the hips in, let the heart open, draw the shoulders back, and just lengthen the sides of the neck. And then exhale, sink back in and root back on your branch. Inhale, lift the heart, the chest, and open. And then settle it back down. Easy. Good. Release the hands back out in front of you. Interlink the fingers and we'll take a gentle roll for the wrists. Okay, so we're going to take that journey on the yoga mat today. We're going to take the hero's journey. The most important step of the hero's journey to find your bliss is taking the first step. And we've done that. We're on the yoga mat. Ta-da, first step complete. Coming onto all fours. However, for today, I would like you to cross the legs over, bringing the knees slightly in towards the chest. Take hold of your tootsies, flatten your feet and draw them by the side of you. You've got hold of those feet. Sit nice and tall in the chest. Now, I think with all of you here today, I think this is on the doing list. We're going to reach the arms forward and walk them in front of us. Point the toes and then roll forward onto the knees for a sweet little transition. Good. Center yourself on your mat. We're going to delve into this on your fours quite a bit today. So we started off with it yesterday. Pressing the right hand deeply into the mat. We take the left hand up towards the sky. But today we're just going to ease it out to the side and put the hand on the shoulder, okay? Place the hand on the shoulder. Hold that hand on the shoulder here, so your fingertips are there. Good. And from here, open the elbow out and just unfold your wing. Yeah, just unfold it like in a stretch. Lots of wing analogies today, lots of birdie stuff. Open out the wing and take a little stretch towards the sky. Good. Exhale, root the hand back down by compressing the air underneath the hand. See if you're squishing the air. Let's go to the other side. Hand onto the shoulder. Open the chest. Center here. And then when you're ready, reach it on up. Nice opening. Compress as we come back down. And you can compress the abdominals in for more activation. That's totally allowed. Good. Take the knees a little wider. Okay. Point the toes together. Press the tailbone back. Reach the arms forward for extended child's pose. Let the armpits ease towards the earth and the forehead connect on in. And when the head is down, take some big hoofing breaths into the side ribs. Hoofing breaths, I mean to make the breath so active that the inhale, exhale stretches the ribs themselves. We'll inhale back to all fours, keeping those knees a little wide. Take the shin bones parallel again, so you've got a wide leg stance. Taking the right hand underneath your heart now. We're going to inhale the left hand onto the shoulder. We've got a wide knee base. We've got the other hand directly underneath. So we've got a bit more motion now. We reach that left wing fingertips up to the sky. Now, we start the analogies now. Are we albatross or eagle? The eagle will splay out those feathers on the edge to glide through. The albatross, he ain't bothering with that business. The albatross is just caressing the sky with fluffy white feathers. Good. And then hand's going to go on to the sacrum. Again, we're looking at opening the front body by pressing the heart through with the shoulder blade. Release the gaze to the side, to the wall, and open the heart. Hand roots down on the hip, and you've got some heavy buttock feeling, a big light heart. Good grip with the right fingertips as we go. Inhale, the hand's going to come all the way up to the sky, and this time we're going to swoop it in front and place it down. Now swapsies over with the other hand. Spread the fingers. Look to the fingers and say, hey, this wrist, I want to look after you. Root down the index finger. First finger roots, grip the mat. Inhaling, right hand comes up onto the shoulder. Spider fingers on the shoulder. Turn the chest, turn the heart, and go either eagle arm up to the sky, which is powerful and focused, or your albatross feeling. Light, continuous, smooth, keeping it relaxed, the twist, knees rooted in. Don't forget the breath. Hand onto the spine, open and twist. Reaching hand up to the sky, swim it out in front of you, square the shoulders off, hands down to the mat, tootsies go in, buttocks back, stretch the arms forward, ease the heart and head into the air. Okay, in back to all fours. Shin bones parallel to long edge of the mat, tailbone up and out. Taking right hand directly underneath the heart. We're going to thread the needle on this one. Okay, so here we go. Inhale, raising. Left hand up to the sky. You can go through this. If you're albatrossing, glide. If you're eagling, spread. Good, reach up to the sky. This time we're going to swoop the arm through the gap. Shoulder is going to go onto the mat. Chin stays tucked into the chest. We're going to take the other arm, right arm, onto the sacrum. Chin to chest. Then create that upper spinal twist. Maybe take the arm out to the side, maybe fingertip on shoulder. Over to you to express how you're going to feel. I'm feeling a bind today. I'm feeling that going on. Release the hand, come back to all fours. Inhale as we come out of it. Straighten and unkink the spine. Good. Left hand underneath the heart. Right hand glides, eagle or albatross, up to the sky. Guide the arm through, thread the needle, arm goes underneath, shoulder onto the mat, chin into the chest, all the normal cues. Make any adjustments that you intrinsically feel are right for your body. If you feel it in the neck, move it. If it doesn't feel right. If it feels good, don't move it. Hand onto shoulder, sacrum. So I'm feeling that a lot on this side. It must be the way I slept. I've also had toothache for a couple of days. So this side of my face is all a bit manky, a bit ouchy, a bit alive with nerve action. So I'm feeling that more. Reach the arm up to the sky. Maybe for you is good. Maybe on the shoulder. Back into the breathing. Hoof into the back body, the ribs. Hand back down onto the mat. Unfold yourself back out. De-kink the spine and the neck. And then toes point together. Ease your tailbone back. Reach the arms on forward. Come high onto your fingertips today and then put the forehead on the mat. Big breaths. Breathe to the crown, exhale to the coccyx. Inhale all fours. Okay, back we go again. Shin bones parallel to long edge of the mat, check. Left hand to the centre, so right hand to the centre. Last big one here, okay, and I'm going to come out of this posture. Inhale, glide your wing up to the sky, whichever way it's going to go. Feel the twist. We're keeping the knees wide, so the hips have to stay parallel to the earth. The hands underneath the heart, so we can twist the shoulders. So we're twisting through the mid to upper spine, which is nice and relieving. Guide your fingers, your wingers. Fingers that are wings, they are fingers are wingers. Hands onto the mat. Now, we're going to take the top left arm and extend it over the top. We're pointing towards the long edge, the top edge of your mat, sorry.
You can't see you can only see bum.
This is going to create sensation somewhere in you. I don't know where, but it's going to create a sensation somewhere in there. Inhale, unfold to come back to all fours. Quite a deep variation. Okay, so taking left hand to the mat, right hand rides on high to the sky. Sweep it on through, swing the hand through. This time I get to face you, so it might be a little bit clearer what I want to take a layer off. Hand comes up to the sky, we swing it on underneath, place the shoulder on the mat, we're down. And then taking the left arm and reaching it over the top, reach to the top of the mat. I'm feeling that in all sorts of places. All sorts of places. Shoulders, back. My trapezium, that fantastically kite-shaped muscle on my back. And the tip of my shoulder blade. Inhale, come all the way out of that pose. And spread the fingers, bring the knees directly underneath the hips. Extend the right leg long for a moment and press the heel away just to ease the kneecap out. You'll feel it. Feel free to take a little bouncy there if you want. Swap over and extend the other leg just to get the flow back in there. We're going to go back where we came from. We're going to cross the ankles over. Reach the hips back. And then come back up to a seated position. Good. Sitting cross-legged. Some of you remember doing this with me before. Sitting cross-legged but making an equilateral triangle. So there's, when you look down, there's a lovely triangle shape like that. There's your pubic bone, the inner crease of your knees, and your shin bones are making the other side of your triangle. Take hold of the knees, sit upright. This is one of those inactive looking postures which I think do massive good. Reach behind for the right buttock and guide the right buttock out to the side. In other words, grab the flesh and move the old wine saddlebags to the side. No wine for a month, people. This could be dangerous. Thank goodness I'm locked in my hands. Take the hands over the knees, sit the chest nice and tall. This is going to make your abdominals work anyway. Straight away, you've got to use your pelvic floor. Sit nice and tall. Make sure your heart is over the hips now. There'll be a want to lean forward. I want the heart over the hips and the head over the heart, which means taking the chin slightly back. Good. Inhale, reach the fingers up to the sky. Okay, think eagle or albatross. Exhale, open the arms out. Inhale, stretch out to the side. Long motion. We're seated. How much work is this? Okay, to sit upright and have your wings at full stretch. Okay. Inhale, hands come all the way back up to the sky. Exhale through prayer to the heart. Aha. Okay, we go through that again. You're still going to be gripping like a hoot nanny to keep yourself nice and upright. So breathe. Inhale, we're going to go up. Exhale, we open. Inhale, we extend. So do we go soft and light, or do we spike those fingers out like when you see an eagle soaring through the sky? Whichever way. We're going to dip and we're going to soar over to the right. The gaze is going to go up to the left. Very strong core. Inhale, parallel, glide. Exhale, bank to the other side. Inhale, all the way back up. And exhale, release the hands onto the knees. Grab the top of the kneecaps. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, guide the gaze up to the right. Neck loosener. Shoulders down, shoulders back. Exhale, slide the chin along the clavicle. That's the shin, that's the chin. All the way to the other side. Good. Back down to the clavicle, still using your core to keep you upright. Inhale, gaze goes up to the sky. Exhale, look down to the right. That one's a cruncher. Inhale, up to the center. Exhale, down to the left. Inhale, up to center, still sitting nice and tall. And then, keeping your nose up, Waitrose nose. Lean your heart forward, and I want you to feel it in the hips now. Now, please, whatever you do, don't collapse the heart center. We spent all that opening this part of the body. So grab your knees and lean on in, lean on in, lean on. Draw the shoulder blades back, quite dynamic. Okay, once we get to where we're going to go, reach the arms in front. If you can, pop the elbows in front of the knees or slightly on top, wherever comes first. Excuse me. Inhale, lengthen the heart up, turn the palms up. I want you to be feeling this, if you can, in the outer edges of your hips. And you'll just slowly start to ease down. Now, at this point, you can let the head go and collapse on in. So collapse on in. Maybe if there's a yoga brick or block that's there for you to rest on, you can. Maybe the forearms come down. Maybe you stay rested on the knees. Close your eyes here. And we're going to go into breath. We're going into 5 to 6 of your fullest breaths, of your greediest, chunkiest, roundest breaths. Falling forward, feeling it in the hips. There's only one reason I want you to come out of this, if you feel any tweak in the knees. If you're feeling any tweak or white sharpness in the knees, come on out of it. Yeah? If not, give it the welly. Inhale, come out of the pose. If you had anything in front of you, chuck it to the side. Now, same as you did before, take hold of the feet, draw them in. We'll be moving into downward dog now. Roll forward and then onto all fours. Spread fingers, tuck toes under, ease into first downward dog. Lengthen the tailbone back. Good. Staying nicely rooted, no straight legs. Tailbone to the sky, draw the navel in. Ease the right heel down towards the mat, bend to the left. And the other side, inhale onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, easing left heel down, bend right. Knees come back down to the earth. We'll build on where we went to yesterday. Take the right leg through, pop it down onto the mat. I'd like you today to take the left knee further back. Flatten the top of the foot onto the mat so you feel the toes. And dip the hips nice and low. Let them sink for today. High fingertips, left hand. Right hand is going to go onto the same shoulder position we practiced on the floor. So hand onto the shoulder. Get the chest turning and think eagle or albatross. Are we power or are we glide? Inhale, open the chest, open the arm out, lengthen that heart to the sky. Allow the breath to dictate. If there's more movement in your breath, maybe you're feeling the eagle coming on. If the breath has become restricted, soften into the glide like an albatross. Hand comes back down onto the mat. We'll take the other side. Inhale, hand onto the shoulder to begin. Then we open out to the side, lengthen. It's going to feel pretty hefty on this hip flexor. Now, you don't have to say albatross and eagle all the way through. You can mix and match them. You can metamorphosize whichever way you would like. Hand goes down onto the mat. We're going to tuck the back toe under and we're going to reach on up to the sky. Inhale, the back knee comes up. Hand onto the top of the thigh and we inhale, arms up to the sky. I am feeling albatross in this one. I'm soft and I'm going to glide this. I'm going to breathe it. Eagles, fingertips out, shoulder blades squeezing together. Albatross, palm up glide. Hands go down onto the mat. We're going to step back the leg into plank as before. Steady as she goes. Lower down to the mat. Ease into cobra. A little slide of the hands back as you're keeping the heart open. Ease into your cobra. And roll on back, child pose. Bliss, joy, rest. Wait. As your forehead goes down onto the mat, regather again, as if you were that bird that's just landed on the branch. How was that flight? Was it good? Was it efficient? Did it feel right? Was I getting ahead of myself? Did I go too hard at it? How was that for my body? Inhale into all fours. Thank goodness you've got two legs because we get to play again. So when you're ready, ease back into your downward dog. Exhale into Ardha Svanasana. Never underestimating the adjustments that can be made in your downward dog. Come high onto the balls of the feet. A bend of the knees so the ribs go towards the thighs. And then press the heels back and the tailbone to the sky, easing into it. Good, let's repeat that. Inhale into the balls of the feet. Bend the knees, ribs to thighs. And then press the heels towards the earth and the tailbone will go high. Good. Stepping through, lefty leg. You can go via the knees, we know that. We never go via the knees. Right hand roots into the earth. Release the back foot. Feel the lengthening on the back of the head. My hair's flopped. Hand onto the shoulder. Left hand onto the shoulder blade. Okay, are you going eagle or albatross? What's your route? Reach towards the sky. It's kind of turtle and hare if you'd like to go for some more rooted animals. Lengthen, open the chest, press the top of the foot into the mat, let the arm do its thing. Breathe a little deeper. Hand glide it back down to the earth. Good. Over to the other side. This will have more resistance in it. Hand onto the shoulder. Fingertips, let them fly. Hand comes back down to the mat. Okay, this is the one where I think you kind of need to make a decision which kind of essence or energy you're going to do. So tuck the back toe under, decide, do a walloping, fingers up eagle, or do I glide into this one? Back knee comes off the mat, take any adjustments. I've got a shortened one for touch here. Hands onto the knees. You're coming into the lunge, settle. It's almost as if you're on the precipice of a cliff. How you can like dive off that cliff into the journey or the unknown. So it's opening up the arms. I think I'll go eagle this time. I'm opening my fingertips up and I'm going into the full glide. It's almost attack mode in eagle, isn't it? Searching the ground for that small creature to devour. I'm not going to do that. I'm not about to come up from this with a little vole in my mouth. That would be not appropriate. And then steady into it. Now the decision's been made, steady. And hands down to the earth, and we root that down. We'll slide the leg, we go back into plank. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Gather up, gather in, and glide down to the earth. We land. Point the feet, slide into your cobra, and then back into child's pose. Land back on your branch, your viewing point, and settle. On a physiological level, we're allowing the hip crease, the hip flexors, just to reset after a deep opening. We gather there for the moment. As we become the heroes of our own existence right now, which is, I think, what we're all becoming, without doubt. Settle into that rest moment before we go a little bit deeper into those poses. So before we come out of extended child's pose, what I would like you to do, if you don't mind, if you could, if you're very nice, is decide again, eagle or albatross for this next section. Do you feel coming at something hard and determined and going into the battle and putting your armory on and forging forward? Is that where you need to be today? Is that what do you need to get that flywheel spinning with momentum? Or is it about letting go, letting it flow, letting it glide? Is it about just catching an air current and just letting that take you where it will? Is it about sort of trusting that you'll be where you just need to be? So, eagle or albatross, where are you going to go? Which one are you going to do? This next section can be done with full ferocity of the sharp-eyed eagle or the gentle white feather glide of the albatross. Same postures. It's up to you how you want to feel with them. Okay. Inhale into all fours. That was that nice rest, wasn't it? I want to take you in to the eye of the storm. Tuck the toes under, downward dog. Building on the sequence we had yesterday. Bring the big toes together, if you please. Squeeze the inner thighs, a softness in the knees. An opening of the heart. Inhale, wide the right leg somewhere on high. Look forward as we swing the leg down onto the mat in front of us. Good. Settle into your hips. Gazes to the big toe. Okay, let's ease out this left hand, maybe off the edge of the mat. High fingertip. Right hand onto the shoulder, and we do that opening again. Right hand onto the shoulder. I like you to really press out through that left heel to root it down. And then glide that arm on up to the sky. Where are we heading with this? Where are we heading? How's it feel? Compress the hand back down to the earth. Ease it back down. Opening up, left hand to the sky. Twist and open. Lengthy on through. Where's the arm going to head? strong into the base of the feet. It's gonna, we're gonna get through a bit of a cloud here. We're gonna catch a thermal somewhere, okay? Albatross has the thermal, eagle will go into the eye of the storm. Hand comes back down onto the mat. We settle the hips square again, we root into the foot. Inhale, our arms are going to go all the way up. We find that momentum, or we glide into. Settle there, find where you need to be. Back to breath. Building up the strength to continue. Hands go back down onto the mat. We're still working the same leg. Okay, there's going to be a bit of lactic build-up coming here. Turn in the heel of the back foot, wherever you're coming from. Elbow's going to go onto the knee, as we did yesterday. Inhale, we'll open the hips. You feel this opening. We'll press the right hip crease down. Inhale, awkward side angle pose. And just to let you know, from here, we will be going in to warrior two and triangle to add on. So let's make sure the outer edge of the foot is good. We're lengthening, we're opening up the hips. All is in the right place. Taking the elbow off the knee. Inhale, warrior two. So this is where you either go albatross, you can go eagle. Albatross is more of your palms up. Eagle is more pressing the walls. Extend the front right leg straight. Oh, that's so good. A softness in the front knee. And we just dip down, and I'd like this to be a releasing Utthita Trikonasana. A releasing. Lengthen the heart. We're going to take the fingertips back onto the shoulder again for soft easiness. Lengthen and use the fingers on the shoulders like epaulets. Gaze can come up to the sky. It's up to you how much you want to firm into that body. Good. Inhale, the hand comes up. And then bend the front knee. We float back to warrior two. Oh, so gentle. Rotate on the back foot. Inhale, both hands up to the sky. And it's time to land back down. Inhale into plank. Oh, the sweet release of that right leg and hip. Squeeze the buttocks, get firm, glide it on down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, land back on your perch, child's pose. Very strong sequence. Gather yourself back in. Just like on the hero's journey, you always come up to obstacles, things that break you to make you. That sensation we felt in our hip and our leg is the test. And it's only when we push through our fears, our worries, our woes, the things we don't want to do we get that, oh, I can do. So with that in mind, let's take the other leg. Inhale into all fours. Back into that downward dog. We'll keep the feet together, squeeze the inner thighs, long in the spine. Inhale, left leg's going to glide us. Draw it on through. Plant the foot down. High the fingertips. So, lefty fingertips a little off to the side. Right hand comes onto the shoulder. We start the twist in earnest. The elbow lifts us up. Good. No, it's nice, everyone. Like that. You all look great. And you know where we're going now. So, glide that fingers. Eagle albatross. Flow or power. Fight or gentle flights. There's honour in both. It's not always about running into the fight. I'm learning this one. Sometimes just to flow and let it go takes more strength and power. Hand back down to the mat. Root the fingers on in. Feel the weight tilt over, and we take right arm to shoulder and take it up to the sky. Hand back down onto the earth. If your strides become too long, now's a good time just to ease it into the right place. Are we ready? We're taking full flight now. Are you going to glide above the clouds into the blue sky like the albatross, lifting on up? Do you just glide? Or would you go eagle through the clouds, underneath the clouds? I'm albatrossing right now. I'm feeling the vibe of the big fluffy winged albatross. Just gliding through this with my breath. One more breath. Turning in. The heel, elbow onto the knee. Awkward side angle pose. We're ready, extend towards the sky. You've got the support of the elbow, use it, because we're going to go into warrior two. So don't worry about sinking on in there. That's all right for today, because we know. On your next inhale, elevate into warrior two. Remember, this is the warrior's challenge. This is the hero's challenge, the bit that feels so intense. So I can't do it. I'm going to run away from it. Breathe. Albatross the palms up, or press like eagle into the fingers. Then straighten the front leg. Sweet reward. That's like getting the treasure or the Holy Grail. Reach the hand down. The sweetness of the triangle pose. Hand onto the shoulder once more. Think about the length from tailbone to crown of head. Raise the arm up to the sky, arms come parallel. Bend into the front knee, hands up to the sky. Hands either side of the front foot. Inhale into that plank. A whole squeeze the inner thighs together. And we lower. Inhale softly into your cobra. And then back once more to that child's pose. And absolutely rest there. Just utterly rest. Remember, in extended child pose, there's so many variations. The knees can go out wide, and you can let the belly and the ribs settle in the centre. There's Jessie's prayer behind the back of the head. The knees can stay together, the rest of the ribs and the belly and the chin can come in, and the crown of the head can go to the air. The legs together is very beneficial for the neck. The knees wide is very beneficial for the hips. Inhale back to all fours once more. Tuck the toes under, keeping the legs together, downward dog. No more standing posture, just a sweet relief, downward dog. Ease it on back. Bring the feet forward an inch or two. Keep the inner thighs together. Knees, big toes connect. Tailbone high. Spread the fingers super wide. And then just smoothly soften out the neck. So as our reward for that, we're going to take ourselves into pigeon pose now. So before we do so, this is time to grab your blanket, your blocks, whatever, and pop them at the top edge of your mat or by the side of you, whichever way you're going to use them. If you need the hip lifted, just to give you the quick demo, we're coming into pigeon pose. You know there's a tightness there. A block or blanket can sit quite lovely underneath the buttocks. If we know the hip is going to be okay and go down to the mat, you can use your block or your block or your blanket in front of you here. And that can be used for your neck and wrist alignment. Don't worry, we've got plenty of time to get into it. So bring whatever you need, cushions, grab it off wherever you are. And we're going to take a lovely deep pigeon pose today to reward those hips. Hey, we've got eagle, albatross and pigeon. Pigeons aren't quite as sort of romantic as an albatross or an eagle, are they? Pigeon. Maybe we go seagull. Hands onto the mat. So when you're ready, stepping through with the right leg. Walk the right foot over to the left side of your mat. We're going in this traditional way. If you did that little warm up at the start, that little cross leg thing without the hip, so we should be all right. Walk the hands in front and we press the right knee forward. Now, never ever take your attention off keeping the foot and the ankle flexed, okay? If that rolls onto the top of the foot, so I demonstrate, if it rolls onto the top of the foot, like so, it twists the knee. I don't want the knee to twist. We want the foot to stay flexed and keeps directed it to the hips, okay? If you're in, let us begin. Finding your block or your blanket to put in front of you. You can use both. I still do give myself a little bit of a raise on there sometimes. And then, because I can rest into it, reach the heart forward, walk the arms forward and ease into that pose. Ease on it. I think pigeon can be quite the right word for this, couldn't it? Because eagle's all powerful and albatross all glide and pigeon's kind of like, nah, stuff it. Get in there. Chill. So ease into your pigeon pose. Take the full breath. And we use this to go back to the full breathing we had at the start. So we're going to go 5 full breaths is approximately a minute. So inhale fully into your ribs, the back body, and then exhale, sink into the hip. Just sink, sink, sink into the hip. You can stay on the forearms, bigger breaths. And I'm hoping the exhalation will give you that deeper feeling into the hips. Okay, that's approximately 5 breaths. Inhale, we're going to come up. Now, to make it a little different today, grab your accoutrements, chuck them over there. We're going to that edge of the mat now. So this may be you going backwards on your mat away from me, but we're going to go into the same kind of position, but I want to transition through, draw the leg in, so both legs are to the side of you, and take a twist in the spine. Just sit upright, using your core muscles, hold on to the knee and take a strong twist. You're going to go to the long edge of your mat. Your feet are going to go out into Supta Buddha Konasana. We sit, we lift up the chest, and you're going to be going to the rear of the mat, unless you're side on. Is anyone side on? I don't think so, no. So We're going to roll over to the other side. Both knees come together. You're going to feel that in the hip. Left hand over the knee, right one on the back. Easy twist. And then we slide. The top leg goes back. The other leg goes to the top of the mat and you're facing the other end of your mat. So you're going to have to listen to instructions now. You've got your blankets and your blocks. Mine's ready to go underneath my hip. My other block's in front of me, ready for my head. This is here. And the light John. Flex of the foot. Point the other leg back. Inhale your heart up. It's over to you. This is about the breath and the feeling. And we fold on down. And then we find our resting spot, the place that we're going to settle in. And then the full mighty breaths into the ribs, into the back body, into the crown. Exhaling all the way down. Let the exhale take away the frown. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling fully, fully, fully. Exhaling all the way to the lowest bass note. That's where you feel the residue. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, we'll come all the way back up. We'll get the back leg to rejoin. The little hand over the knee, the little seated twist, sit tall, open chest. Open the legs out. Buddha Konasana, release the hips. And then we're going to roll. I'm only going over to the top edge of the mat. We're going to take both legs to the bottom, your head to the top, and we're going to lay ourselves down. We're going to continue a little bit into the hips. Glide yourself to the mat. Good. Like we did yesterday, bring the heels nice and closely in. Knees hip distance apart. Take the hands onto the thighs. Inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. Slide the fingertips up. Inhale. Release the head back down. Feel the weight of the head sink into the mat. Good. Inhale, taking right leg up to the sky. Hands go behind the thigh. Exhale, bring forehead or lips towards the knee. And take the head down. Keep the leg at 12 o'clock. Find your grip at the edge of the mat. So we're done from yesterday. Left heel nice and close. Inhale, we're going to lift the hips up and take both thigh bones parallel to one another. We've got a little extra bit of core here and a bit of psoas. Point the toe down to the earth, but lift the groin on high. Strong maneuver. Inhale, leg up to the sky. Exhale, lower down, bring the knee in towards the chest. Nice. So it goes down. Same on the other side. Okay, so here we go. Inhale, left leg up. When we're ready, we're going to grab the edges of the mat, lift on up, lift on up, lift on up. Shoulder blades will go closer together for the thinking soldier and bring the leg parallel to the other thigh bone. When you've got your moment of steadiness there, then you lift the groin and point the toe down towards the mat. Massive on the hip flexor. A real manoeuvre in here. Inhale, the leg comes up to the sky. Exhale, we take the spine down. Knee in towards the chest. Give it a little kiss. Extend the leg. We forgot that one, so I'll add it in now. And plant the foot back down to the earth. Good. Rocking cradle with the hands on the back of the neck. Take the fingertips behind the back of the neck, interlink them. Open the elbows wide to get a good firm grip at the base of your skull. Oh, let's take a breath there. Feels nice. Bring the elbows together, bring the chin in towards the chest, elbows go towards one another, and then take the elbows over to the right, look to the right hip. Inhale, sway the hammock, and look over to the left. Inhale, sway the hammock, and the head goes back down onto the mat. Release the hands, and take the hands onto the belly. Take the soles of the feet together and we go back to the Buddha Konasana. Knees go wide, hips settle in. If you like to add on a little bit of extra glue, first finger and thumb together into the diamond shape. Then you place them around the navel. Harari. And when you get to that point, you will find you naturally settle. There's a natural sink in and settle to that thing. So just stay there with that now. This is sort of our Shavasana feel here. Just think. And while you lay there, now while you just chill, and let those beautiful legs settle. If at this point you now feel you'd like to extend your legs into traditional Shavasana pose, that's lovely, please do so. If you're liking this feeling, delve deeper, let it settle. And if you can, just fearlessly and gently fold your wings back in. Quite often we can see birds sat on branches and they fluff up their chest feathers and snuggle on in. Put their wings in tight. And calmly rest. After the long flight, after the hero's flight. And today we've worked on our own adventure on the yoga mat. On our own hero's journey. We've practiced, we've rehearsed our moves. We've experimented with the feelings, the sensations in our body. Maybe this is a time in life where we can be willing to let go of what we may have planned. So something bigger can come along. Maybe we're at a moment of privilege where we can see this as being our journey to who we really are. who we really could be. Maybe the biggest question is, can you give a big hearty yes to this new exciting journey when we get off the mat today? So to finish today's class, allow yourself to start moving freely in your body. Use up a little bit of space where it's safe. Don't knock off any of the ornaments or whatever's around you. Never knock Shiva off his perch. And stretch and yawn and wiggle and groove and decide what you're going to do today. Is it a day of being like the albatross, gliding your way through? I'll meet you in seat, everyone. Or you're going to spread out those eagle wings and get your sharp eagle eyes on the prize. Where would you like to go today? Cool. Bringing your hands to the prayer in front of you. All this week we'll be taking the blissful journey into being our own heroes. Ta-da! I can guarantee you adventure, rewards, trials and tribulations, all without leaving your yoga mat. So once more, I'd like to thank you. Thank you to all of you that are recommending me out to other people and spreading the word so I can keep this momentum going. It is completely for selfish reasons I do this, because it makes me feel good. So I hope it makes you guys feel as good as I do. I'm going to wish you namaste. For those of you who've got to get on and do anything else, feel free to log on up and end the meeting. If any of you want to know about the cleanse I'm doing, stay on board. I'll give you a couple of minutes to decide what you're going to do, but till then, namaste. I love you all.
Bye.
Peace, love, and light.
Thank you. Bye.
So, grab what you want. If you want to stay on, I'll just grab my detox kit for you to peruse, and I'll explain what I'm going to be doing for the next month if you'd like to hear about it.
Thank you, Hazel.
I think I should take you off there.
Bye bye.
Thank you, Hazel. Bring you to me. Let's bring you a bit closer for this. Let's bring you on in. Yeah, there we go. I think that works quite well. Lovely. Hi, everyone. Hi, Jessie. Thank you for the recommendation the other day. I'm going to unmute you all. So if you want to ask any questions. Hi, is that Graham? Is that the G? Is that Master? Hi, G. Yay. Good to see you, mate. I'm unmuting you. So if you have questions, I'll take the microphone out. That way around. Thank you, beautiful Carrie. Oh, I got a effing brilliant. That's nice. Turning you all up. Right.
Thank you very much.
So I shall show you the kit that I've got. Let's bring you in. Let's bring you in. If you're staying with me, let's bring you in. I shall take you onto a different accoutrement. You're now on a selfie stick. Hello. Welcome. So, for those who want to know what I'm up to this week, here we go. Right. So, yeah, that's good. So, what we've got here is the Bluebird detox kit. As you can see, right. In here, how beautiful is that made? Isn't that gorgeous? Don't you think that's fab? I do. Just get all you in here. So, just talk you through it. It comes with a fantastic dosage calendar. It tells you what to do on every day, and it is in total, it's 21 days. However, the the way I'm doing it is I'm starting off by doing a bit of a pre-colon cleanse at the start. So when you're working out how deep you want this cleanse to be, I'm going to spend 3 or 4 days just emptying my colon clean. It just means that I'll have a better effect of it. You don't have to do that, but it's recommended. Isn't that satisfying? Look at these little vials of, so well made. So in here, you get your shaker jar, and you start off with the toxin absorber. All of this is completely organic, obviously. You make fresh apple juice, you add that powder into it. You shake it, you drink it. I ain't gonna lie, it ain't that pretty, okay? But what this does, it's full of stuff that fills out your gut, goes all spongy in there, a bit like chia seeds work, and it fills you up quite a lot. You drink just apple juice for this time. Nothing else, just you can eat and drink apples. That's the way I do it. Some people don't, but that's my choice. I've gone for the ginger because I'm a cold person naturally. If you're a hot person, peppermint. They have 2 different boxes to do that. So there's the shaker jar. And then I take the digestive stimulators. That keeps my bowels moving. Otherwise, they'll just slow down and shut down, and we're not removing the toxins. I do have pictures on request of what comes out, but if you don't want to look at my excretions, go online and look at what comes out of a colon cleanse. It's something else. It is to be held. It will, you do kind of go, holy cow, was that in me? Yeah. And you do see the shape of your colon comes out of you, and it's very interesting. But quite often you do have to look, because you need to find out if you've got parasites in there. Okay, so that does mean hoping you've got a loo that you can use yourself. My recommendation, when you do have to inspect it, and yes, you do have to have a look if you're going to do this level of cleanse, you do want to know if you've got parasites in there. Particularly if you've done a lot of travelling, there's a good chance you've got parasites. Also, if you've eaten a lot of meat over a long period of time, there's a good chance there's parasitical life in there, not the parasites you want. So when you've got through that, that's 3 to 5 days. And then we move on to, that would be step 1. Then we start moving on to what is the gallbladder, liver gallbladder rejuvenator and parasite cleansing. So that's when I put little labels on top of these so I don't take the wrong ones on the wrong day if we're feeling a bit head fog. I've got tinctures here, and you go through, so you can see you've got, they're the travel vials, so if you've got to go and do anything, you take them with, you take the dosage with you. It gives you a box of a nice herbal green tea to take, which is quite an appetite suppressant, which you need. I add in this Dr. Morse. It's a cleansing tea. It helps me pull the stuff out of me. So when I get onto part 2 of my cleanse, step 2 here, which are these ones, I go on to raw vegan eating. I'll predominantly stay fruitarian for the journey, and I predominantly try to stay on apples and black grapes while I can get hold of them, obviously organic. It's very, very stringent. Why am I doing that? Well, I'm attempting to see if I can remove this lipoma cyst without getting a knife to it. I don't know if it's going to work. I've never done it before, and I don't know anyone else has this particular way, but it's instinctually what I think is the best thing you can do. I'll give it a bloody good try. If it doesn't, yes, I'll go and get it operated on and get it removed, but I'll try everything before that comes to fruition. And then steps 3 and 4 are the rejuvenating part of it. So this is getting all the crap out of you, and this is rejuvenating you. And you can even get a nice little porcelain cup, do it. So it comes all beautifully made, and that's what I'm going to be doing for the next month. And I'll be documenting and vlogging this as I go through it. The trials and tribulations. I've also got some bad dental work at the moment, which is causing me to have a cold sore, very bad tinnitus and pain on this side of my face. It's a brand new filling, and the dentist butchered me, unfortunately. Bit rushed, and I can't get back to the dentist at the moment, so I've got to try and find a way of fixing it myself, and I don't really want any more dental work. So I'm hoping that I can do a great deal of self-healing through this, and yeah, hopefully my skin and my body, and I'll feel a lot better about myself afterwards. So I just sort of fill you in on what I'm going to do, and I'll let you know. If you have any questions, shout out now. No, you'll think I'm bloody mad, don't you? You're thinking, why are you doing that? What's that for? I know Rachel's going, yeah, I get it. Rachel, I'll be doing, like I say, lots of juices will be a big part of this. Lots of juices, lots of smoothies, and I'll go with the flow. So on that note, I'll let you all go, and I'll keep you informed on what I'm up to. Till then, keep spreading the word. Thanks everyone for everything you're doing. Love you all.